The York City Council voted tonight to uphold Mayor Michael Helfrich's veto of a law intended to protect immigrants in the city. Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News at 10. I'm Amy Lutz.
I'm Evan Forrester. The mayor cited potential targeting from the incoming Trump administration as a reason for his veto. Fox 43's James Corrigan was at tonight's meeting. He joins us with details of how it all went down.
11 members of the immigrant advocacy group CASA, they were visibly emotional while that vote was being taken. They'd been the driving force in advocating for this law, which was intended to protect immigrants in York regardless of immigration status. In the end, though, Mayor Michael Helfrich's concerns over York's federal funds potentially being stripped, those concerns won out despite the outcry from the law's supporters.
Is money more important than people? I don't think so.
Despite the pleas from York's immigrant community, the City Council upheld York Mayor Michael Helfrich's veto of the York Trust Act. The council voted 3-2 to override the veto, one vote short of the 4 needed. Councilwoman Elizabeth Bupp was one of the 2 who voted to uphold the veto, citing what she believes is a lack of support for immigrants in the city to begin with.
I'd like to see a coalition. There's Church World Services over in Lancaster. Had a good conversation with them today. I'd like to see the city build some infrastructure for people who need resources and answers.
The act would prohibit city employees, including police, from asking about residents' immigration status or working with federal agencies on immigration enforcement unless required by law. Mayor Helfrich vetoed the ordinance out of concern that its enactment would put a target on the city's back for the incoming Trump administration, which has threatened to strip federal funding from so-called sanctuary cities. But City Council President Edwina Washington says its rejection sends a troubling message to immigrants in York.
It sends the message that, unfortunately, we have individuals still here in the city of York that choose not to understand how it feels to be stopped by the police because of the color of your skin, to be questioned because of the color of your skin, and how it feels to live in the skin that I live in every day.
Representatives from the immigration advocacy group CASA, who had advocated for the law for years, say they felt betrayed by the decision.
Our community's feelings, like tonight, the York city government just lost the trust of our communities.
Now, there is no clear path forward for this act now that it's been vetoed and upheld. Council President Washington says she'll continue to fight for it and that she does plan to introduce it at some point in the future, though that may not be until there's a change in the makeup of the council or after Mayor Helfrich's term ends at the end of this year. Amy and Evan.
All right, James, it should be noted the mayor was also not there tonight, so we'll continue, of course, to follow the story as it develops. James Corrigan, thanks.